anybody ever tell you that camera trapping is easy. Coming up in this video, I'll show you how during the last 3 weeks I've had to fight against flash floods, say a sad goodbye to an expired speed light, deal with some down and dirty defecating dogs, and suffer a sabotage attempt from some sharp-toothed sheep. And all this just for one image. Hi, welcome back to another video. Hope you're keeping well. A little bit of a rush job today. I've just taken an hour out from work, and I've just come to set up. I'm in my old favourite haunt, where I've had plenty of photos from this area. I've just come to set the camera trap up today, in the hope of getting some images of the fox, or maybe the buzzard. I don't know yet, or maybe even both. I've got a little bit of roadkill which I've picked up off the road, a dead pheasant which I'm going to put down as bait, and we'll see if it'll bring a fox in, or maybe even the buzzard. I might have to set the camera trap up so that it's running 24/7, and maybe we'll get a fox at night and a buzzard during the day. This is where I intend to set up. I can hear a buzzard calling now. There's one nearby. It's just up in the trees on top of the bank. So I'll get everything set up, and then I'll come back and explain all what the setup's all about once it's all ready. Okay, I'll see you in a minute. Right, so there we are. There's my setup. This is where I'm hoping the fox is going to come through, down this little bit of a path. You can see my sensor there, all camouflaged up, and hopefully as we walk through, there we go, flash has just gone off. There's the camera there. I've got one flash there. That's at 1/8 power. The camera I've set to it's on manual, 200th of a second, f8 and ISO 500. I'll just over to that side of the camera, over here. I've got a film light set on a low power, so it's just a 2-light setup. That's the spot over there where I'm hoping for the foxes to show up. I put a little bit of roadkill, not in the focus area where I want the fox to be in the shot, but I put it just down here, not far from the camera. So I'm hoping he'll come into that gap and stop and have a little look before he proceeds forward, because the foxes around here are super wary, and with my equipment, as much as I've camouflaged the camera, as you can see, I've camouflaged it up as best I can. I've no doubt they'll spot it and they'll be very wary to come in. But then again, you know, if there's a nice pheasant supper, it might just bring them in. Right, well, we'll leave it there now. We'll come back We'll come back tomorrow just to check everything's firing, and it's a Thursday today, so we'll leave it till tomorrow, come back, check everything's firing, make one or two tweaks, and we'll take it from there. So I'll see you soon. First thing I noticed when I come is that the pheasant roadkill that I put down, that's still here, so I don't think we've had any foxes. It does look like something's been at it, maybe a buzzard's been down, but I'm not very optimistic about a fox being being captured. But and I noticed when I tried my sensor, only the one flash is firing. The fill flash isn't firing for some reason. I'll have to get it working before I leave it again. Let's have a look what we've got. Well, there's the dog. More of the dog. That's me just walking through. There's the dog again. I think I've got a badger. Yeah, that's a badger. Only just see a little bit of its head. Oh, that looks like a fox. Let's have a bit of a closer look. Yes, that's definitely a fox. He's looking down at my sensor. It's difficult to see whether it's in focus or what. It's a squirrel's tail. And the usual sheep. They can cause havoc. They can cause havoc with your equipment, these sheep can. Oh, sorry, that was the dog. The dog's just walked through past my sensor. I forgot to turn it off. She's coming back again now. That's it. Scamp! Come on, good girl. Now we're back to where we were. See if we can get back. That's it. Squirrel. There's all the sheep. Can't see anything on there. What on earth is that? I can't make out what that is. Something black. It could be a feral cat. There's a few around here that looks a little bit big for a feral cat. I really can't make out what that is. I'll have to get that on the computer at home. Well, that's me setting up, so whatever that is, I really can't see. So that's intriguing. I'll have to get that back on the computer and have a look exactly what it is. Right, I'll just switch the memory card out while I'm here. And then I can check what that black object is. I've got a feeling it's probably the farmer's dog who is here after dark coming to have a sniff round. I often catch him on my camera trap and on my trail cameras. Here we are, we're at 1/200th f8 ISO 640. I think I'm going to have to change this out as well. It's all a little bit unstable. I'll leave it for tonight, but I think next time I come and check it, I'll fetch my tripod, set it up on my on a better tripod, I think. Right, we'll just check. Put the sensor back on, and we'll just check everything's firing. Just needs a few seconds to sort itself out. That's it, that's all firing fine now. Both flashes are firing well. Oops. Right, come on dogs. You can have your photo taken, Scamp. Come on then. There we are. Well, there we are. There's proof. There's proof of what damage the sheep can do. I've just returned now after the weekend, and nothing was firing. I've just checked the cable from the sensor to the camera, and it's been bitten clean through. In fact, you can see some teeth marks on that. I don't know what it is. It could be a squirrel or a mouse, but I'm suspecting it's one of the sheep. Oh well, the joys of camera trapping. Well, here we are back again now. We've had this set up for a week today. I've set it up, and I've had nothing apart from an early shot of a fox and a badger. Had some nice shots of the local farm dog, but other than that, nothing. So I made a few changes. I came earlier in the week. I made a few changes, which I'll show you. I put a little honeycomb grid on front of the main light to try and concentrate the light into a nice little pool on the subject. I've moved the fill light further round to the back and lowered it down a bit through a gap to try and improve the backlighting. And it's something I always try and do throughout the first setup of a camera trap setup. Is the first few days when you keep coming back is just tweak everything and try and get everything dialed in properly. And I'm quite happy with the light I'm getting from it now. And I was just hoping to get a photo of the fox in the bracken. I thought with the bracken being this nice russet colour, I thought it's very similar to the colour of a fox, and I thought it would make a nice image. Right, that's it now. I think we'll leave it for another week. I've got everything camouflaged up as best I can. My camera, my flashes and my sensor. They're all as hidden as I can get them, really. I've no doubt the fox will see them. But we'll give it another week and see what turns up. Right, well, I'm afraid that's it now for this setup. All I can say is some you win, some you lose, and on this occasion it's been a bit of a failure. Everything seemed to have conspired against me. I lost one of my flashes after the first weekend. The second week I had cheap chewed right through my cable, my PIR sensor cable. Then I've had the farm dogs come in and trying to empty their bowels on top of my PIR sensor. Goodness knows what they were trying to do, but and then we've just had the most horrendous rain for the last 48 hours, and we've got 2 big storms coming in the next couple of days. So I thought it's time just to take the kit away. You can see all the standing water behind me, and I've got a river that I have to wade across to come and sort my equipment out, and I only just got across there today. It's raging through. So time to take the kit down. I've had a quick look on the camera. Actually, it's been here 3 weeks now, and I've had a quick look on the camera, and there looks to be a fox image on there, but it looks very dark, so I won't be able to tell till I get it home on the computer. Well, after a few tweaks in Photoshop, I did manage to salvage an image that I was quite happy with. So despite all the problems I had encountered over the last 3 weeks with this setup, I did at least come away with a reasonably decent photo of the fox. So that's it from this setup. Maybe we'll wait for some better weather to come. We're in mid-February now. You know, it's probably the worst time of year to have your gear out, you know, for the weather. But we'll get all this home and dried up, and then we'll have to have a look at what the next project's going to be. So in the meantime, I'll see you soon. Bye.